Today, we started off our day with very peaceful protest. I got to share with you that I went in City Hall to the crowds that were out there before the day got started. Very good people. Shared with them that we are making deep systemic changes in the culture of this organization. The people were very receptive to that. I went to the Western. You had large crowds there. I went into the crowds. I talked to people. People gave me hugs, said God bless us, and changing the culture within the Baltimore Police Department and the progress that we're making as a whole. All the protests today went extremely peaceful on the front end. We had groups that subdivided and started to make their way down to the City Hall. The groups about 5 o'clock all came together about 5 o'clock from 5 to 6. Everything went extremely well. People marched down. They had good conversation down here. They cheered their feelings. They expressed their thoughts and opinions. At about 6 or 6:30 roughly, people started to leave. One of the splinter groups that left that location went southbound into the Inner Harbor, across the Inner Harbor area to Camden Yards. The splinter group became very agitated when they arrived at Camden Yards on the northeast side. They confronted police officers who were there. We had about 300 police officers surrounding Camden Yards on the circumference. What I was very, very pleased to see, and I saw this throughout the day, Baltimore residents were telling people in the crowd to calm down and to relax, and I was very proud of them for doing that. That same thing happened in the northeast corner when that agitated crowd got to Camden Yards. Residents put themselves in between police officers and this agitated crowd and asked for calm and asked for peace, which was very good to see. There appeared to be conflict between the agitators themselves, not from the peaceful citizens, but the agitators. It looks like there was a conflict there. The group made its way on the north side of Camden Yards to the northwest side. They became very violent. They started to throw objects. They picked up aluminum barricades. They smashed out windows at our bars and our pubs that are located on the northwest side and just wreaked havoc. We were moving resources from the circumference to engage them. The crowd then started moving back in the eastward direction down Pratt. They splintered again into two groups. One group went to the gallery, did damage and broke out windows in the front part of our gallery. The second group stayed on the northeast side of Camden Yards in the middle of the intersection. There was a number of very agitated individuals that were taking on the police officers at that point. Officers went in to arrest teams and arrested a total of 12, not all at the same time, individually pulling out those people who were part of the problem in the crowd. After we dealt with that crowd, there was another crowd of juveniles that made their way over to 301 North Howard 7-Eleven, started to loot 7-Eleven. Excuse me. We responded multiple units to that area, to the 7-Eleven. By the time we got there, the juveniles had made their way back westbound towards the Western. We have pretty close to about 200 and 250 officers out at the Western. We have intentions of meeting that group that did the looting, and we're going to take those who are responsible into custody. We have one more group that is still downtown, in the downtown area. We've given them a legal dispersal order from our helicopter that they need to disperse. A number of them are not complying. We're taking our time to give them an opportunity to leave. We wish them leave, which is the point. If they do not leave, we are going to make mass arrests. We're in the process of doing that as I came down now. We have 75 more officers and making their way down the 83 freeway now at this time, and they should be pulling in here also. So total in the city, we have about 1,200 police officers with another additional 75 that are coming online right now.
All the arrests, the 12 that are around Camden Street?
Yes.
And right now you're doing mass arrests at Camden?
When I walked down, we were advising them to leave, and we were setting up a perimeter around them and giving them a point of exit.
How many are there around there?
Police officers?
No, protesters right now.
When I came down, I would guess there's probably about 100 to 200 that are down there still in that location, although some are leaving.
Right on Pratt Street, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
One of the things I do have to say is I'm very proud of the police officers today. I think they have shown very good restraint. They've conducted themselves in the proper way. They're very aware that they were on TV today, but with all the things going on, very proud of the men and women and what they did. And I'm very proud of the residents of Baltimore, taking pride in our city and making sure our city is safe, putting themselves between agitating individuals that were causing harm here. That was our residents. That's our city keeping itself together. So I'm very proud of what happened.
The game?
I'm sorry?
Is there any thought of canceling the baseball game?
The game is going on. Last I checked, should be in about the 4th or 5th inning. We have officers inside, and we've notified the Orioles. They're considering holding people in to make sure that downtown is clear. And so we're working with them to make sure that citizens are okay.
What's the plan for the rest of the night, Commissioner?
We will continue along. We will keep our officers here. We have large numbers. I also have to thank Prince George's County, Montgomery County, and Arundel County, and the state police who are here also, who have sent contingents. We will stay vigilant through the entire night until we have people off the streets and maintain the peace here.
Any word for people who live here, if they're planning to go out or anything like that?
I think where traffic's going to be impacted in the downtown area, we're going to put that dispersal order out. We have control of the downtown in the city. We will continue to remain in control. If we'll stay from the area right now, we'll be fine, but everything's going in a proper direction.
What's the situation? Do you have responding to the crowd?
I kind of read off. I would have to guess that we have about 4 or 5 agencies that are assisting us at this time.
Commissioner, on Camden Street, when they broke open some of the bar areas,
yes,
and their seating, they were raining stuff down
yes,
on the patrons. And a lot of those are people who are going to the game.
Yes.
They were scared to death.
Yes.
There were no police officers around at all. There were ones standing
No,
on the perimeter.
they
were long gone for the first.
No, the police officers were on the north, holding a position on the northeast side, on the northern side, and in the southern side. What we had to do is not abandon those positions because they would flank us back on the back side. So we had to hold positions there to make our way around to the other side. So we had pretty close to about 200 to 300 police officers out there. We had moved multiple platoons down there prior to their arrival. As they started moving, we moved our platoons down there.
Is there a plan in place to ensure that this won't happen in other areas of the city?
I think we will continue with our plan to make sure that we have a multitude of police officers out there. But the reality is that we have to allow the constitutional rights, and people can't destroy the city. We will make those arrests, and hopefully we don't have to make the arrests, that people just do what they're supposed to do in an appropriate way.
Are you disappointed, Commissioner?
I am to a degree disappointed. We worked very hard to allow people to do the protest. The vast majority of residents out here today did a good job. The vast majority of people came out, they voiced their opinion, they voiced what they wanted to do. It's just a small number of people that felt that they had to turn this into an ugly event, an ugly day. For the most part, people did what they were supposed to do.
Of course, we can take one more question.
What's the situation at Pratt and Light, where there was also traffic blocked?
There again, I believe at Pride and Light, before I came down, is probably part of that mass crowd that we're having, that we're putting out. Pride and Light, there was a crowd. There was one of those subsets that were there. Part of it had gone to the gallery, and it broke in the front door of the gallery. So it was just another crowd control taking over that intersection.